guys, it is Marsha from Brownface TV. Welcome back. I wanted to get on here. I meant to do this video earlier this year, like around MLK Day, but I think I pumped out another video. I think the shoe haul video. I wanted to get this out because I think last year at that time I had put up a video letting everyone know that I had a breast reduction. I lost all my light, so it's getting a bit dark. Anyway, so this is going to be like the 1 year update, 1 year and about 2 months now, update on my breast reduction. I probably should have worn a better top to show you, but I will pop up a few pictures, which you would have seen. I'm just gonna pop up the pictures that I shown when I was doing the Zara haul. I had on like a top that you can see. Yeah, you can see how my upper area looked. Anyway, so I'm just gonna say that outside of my stomach surgery, because I had to have stomach surgery after giving birth to my second daughter, this was the best decision I've ever made. I was hesitant. It's funny because I spoke about it a lot, and I spoke about it like speaking things into existence. I spoke about it a lot before I had children, and then it so happened that once I had children, it ended up being that I was a good candidate for the breast reduction. Now, I think I've done either 2 or 3 videos, so you can check those out. I'll try to link them below or put them, I never know, put them in the card somewhere. Probably link them below because it'll probably be easier for me. But I spoke about like the process, spoke about how I led up to having the breast reduction. I am not one for surgery. Not one for surgery, okay? But the stomach surgery was necessary, or else it wouldn't have, I would have been left with a stomach that looks 6 months pregnant. And with the breast reduction, I could have lived with it. But after I went through everything and they said I was gonna be a good candidate, and the insurance paid for it, I was like, you know what? It's now or never. I'm done having kids. Well, I'm done having kids. Not sure what the Lord is saying. I am not going to be breastfeeding anyone. I was gonna say anytime soon. I don't think so. Not ever. Not ever after. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, me personally, I'm not a fan of surgery. I do know some people who do like to have surgery. They like to get the anesthesia, they like to sleep. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, not me. The after effects. Anywho, so I was on the fence about getting it. I had scheduled it. It was 6 months out, and I was okay up until we started getting closer, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just cancel it because, I don't think, I could live with this. It's not necessary. And then I was like, you know what, Marsha, just kick fear out the window. Go ahead and get this done. And like I said, this was the best decision, one of the best decisions I've ever made. I feel more like myself, and my husband will second that. We had to talk about it a couple of weeks ago, and he was the one who brought it up. He was like, you look more like you, meaning, we've been together married almost 20 years, together 22, and the girl that he met. So I look more like that girl. And of course, I know that he would have loved me whether I had the breast reduction or not, and I would have loved myself. But yeah, I feel like I look more like me. I have more options as it pertains to tops and clothes. I'm having fun with the diversity of options that are open to me now. I haven't worn a bathing suit yet, and for me, I love bikinis, so that was a struggle when my breasts were larger. I was the 34H, and not even 34H. Full. They were hanging. They were to my navel. Actually, not the scarring. It's called, what is it called? The discoloration that happens. That's actually now starting to lift. So I'm glad about that. My color is coming back. Anyway, I haven't worn a bikini yet. We haven't gone anywhere that warrants a bikini. Wait, no, I lied. Yes, I did. We went to Ocean City. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I was able to fit into, because bikinis either come small, medium. I'm usually a small on bottom, and I was able to I think I got a small top. Did I get a small top? Or maybe I got medium all around anyway, I was able to buy one size. I think it was a medium, and everything fit. It was wonderful. Or before, when I was ordering bikinis, I would have to make sure I go to sites that had the size. So I would get a size, let's say small bottom, and then I would have to look for a 34 H, 34, whatever, double G, whatever it is that it was. So now I can, I can't wait to like get a sexy bikini for when we go away. We're supposed to be hopefully going away for hopefully 2 trips. We'll see. Anyway, as far as scarring, it's minimal. I think I said this in the other video. It's minimal. I do have it's not really keloid. You can feel, if you run your fingers under the breast, you can feel like these lumps, but it's nothing really noticeable when I wear my bra or when I had on that bikini. I don't know, I'll see if I can pop it up. Bikini when we went away last year. You really can't see it. Only if I was intimate with someone, the only person I'm intimate with is my husband. He can maybe feel it, but it's under, so he's not really gonna be under, trying to feel for under my breast. Everything is more up here or in the, we're adults, in the nipple area. So it's not really noticeable to me. It doesn't really bother me. I know my doctor said if it was worrisome, I can come back to get, I think it was some injections or something that they put, a topical or something. Yeah, I don't need all of that. I think everyone who I've run in contact with, they think that my doctor had done a wonderful job. I'm very, very happy. The feelings in my breast, I spoke about this before, they have come back. Before there was a switch, my left breast was more, I felt more sensation in my left breast than my right. And after the surgery, it kind of switched. The right one took a while to come back, but now it is back, honey. Thank you, Jesus. Because that was my fear. One of my main portals of arousal was, I think for a lot of women, let me just speak for myself. That was my main portal of arousal, and I was just nervous about that. But yeah, they have come back. They came back months after. Whenever my last video was, they came back months after. But now especially the left breast. Yeah, it's back. There's no pain. There was really no significant pain after the surgery. There was just this weird feeling in my chest. I felt like, and they said that was normal. I felt like someone was pressing on my chest, and that has since gone away. No pain. Sometimes when the weather is rainy or rainy or so, I could feel there's sensations under, not the nipples or anything like that, under where the scarring is. I could feel a little bit of that, with the older generation, not even the older generation, because I'm probably part of that now. When it rains or something like that, you'll feel it in your bones, or you'll feel, if you have a bit of arthritis, which I do have, I have carpal tunnel in my hands, I'll feel, you'll feel it. So when the weather's not that great, I will feel just a little bit, and sometimes it's infrequent. I'm trying to think of anything else. If you guys have any questions for me, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Please put them below. I didn't do that much research before. I'm researching for not even a full year. I went into the doctor, I found him, and then I had to put it down because I had to put everything down because the pandemic happened. And then I picked it back up, and I just kind of went in because I know myself. Like if I go too hard, I would have ended up not doing it. And I'm glad that I did. For me, when I first had the surgery, I did speak about this. I didn't, at the time, and I know this happens, they said there is a bit of depression that can take place. I feel like I did get that. I didn't feel like myself, and because, I've had large breasts, and not that my breasts are like small or tiny, but I've had large breasts for a good portion of my life. And when I first had it done, I felt that I looked boyish. It just, to me, they look really small. And then after a while, I was like, okay, they look okay. Now they look big to me, but my husband said, currently I'm a double D. So I went from a D, I think, to a double D, and the doctor said as long as I don't gain any more weight, significant weight, I should be fine. There is a chance of them getting a little larger with menopause. I'm not there yet, but I'm in my 40s, so will probably be happening sometime soon. So let's just pray that they do not grow back, okay? Which is what scares me about, not to say God forbid, which is what scares me if, let's say in my mature age, I happened to get pregnant, because I'm like, oh my God, I cannot afford for these things to grow back. I don't even think, I don't know. They said there's of course a chance that that you won't be able to breastfeed. That's why they don't recommend this they don't recommend the surgery for people who haven't had their kids yet. I mean, some people they don't want to breastfeed, and that's fine. but they do recommend it for people who have not had their children yet. And that was definitely out of my mind, because I was, what, at the time, 4 years, 4, 3, ooh, how old my daughter? 3 or 4 years removed, 2021, 4 years removed from that. But yeah, so, but now thinking like, oh my God, because I know women are getting pregnant later, but even still, I'm just like, I don't, yeah. Yeah, so I thought they looked large. To me, I was like, oh my God, they look like they're getting large. But my husband said it's just, I think it's just filling out. When they were smaller, you know, they needed time, after the surgery needed time. So now, a year later, we're here. The girls are here. They are ready. So, yeah. Anyway, any other questions? I didn't really want to be before you guys long, so any other questions that you have, please reach out to me here, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. I always have my Instagram handle below. You can DM me or messenger me. And I think that's it. I'm very happy with the way I look now. Even with a little, it's funny because my stomach looks a little bit bigger now that my boobs are smaller, but I don't mind it. I just, yeah, I love it. I feel more youthful. I feel, yeah, and listen, you be happy with you, okay? If you have larger breasts, whatever it is, you be happy with you. I was happy with me at the time, but for me now, I feel more like Marsha. I can go to the gym, less pain in my neck, my back. I go to the gym. I don't have to worry about just certain things anymore. I don't feel self-conscious. Sometimes, yeah, there were a good bit of times I felt self-conscious, especially at work when I wore certain things. You can, people looking in that area because they were just like really out in front of you. Yeah, but now, I mean, not to say I don't get looks now, but it's not as before, and I'm totally fine with that. Before I had the surgery, I met a young lady, and she had just come back from the Dominican Republic. She had a stomach surgery. She had, did she have a BBL? No, she had, I don't know what it's called, 360 lipo. She had a breast reduction. She was shorter than me, and she said she was at a 34H. And she said now she was at a double D, but she wished she would have gotten them smaller because they still look big. And at the time I was like, girl, to me, she looked good. I really wanted to, because I didn't have my surgery. I wanted to be at that point. But I can see what she was saying, to go, because at first I was like, I don't want to be too small, but I think going smaller leaves you room for growth. Now, not too small, going smaller leaves you room for growth. I wanted to be at a double D, and I told the doctor that, and he was like, yeah, I don't know if the insurance would approve that. So I think, I'm not sure if he got me at a double, I don't remember, double D. They go by CCs, and I don't remember what it was, but I think it was either D or double D. And I think he was pushing more for a C, and I'm like, hello, I am 5'7", yeah, no. And I do like to have full breasts. Anyway, but I can understand, like, if I had to do it all over again, I may have gone down a cup, so then there was room for, because to me, I look larger. I'm not gonna show it here, larger, but really, they're really definitely not as large as they were. If you have any questions, yeah, if you want to continue this conversation offline, I am happy to do so. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.